Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning. Good morning to you all. Seems like we are dumping in the market. We'll see how that goes. We have a couple of entries hit. XLM. That was the one stopped out. Well, that happens. Nonetheless, XRP already have moved my stop to entry. As we went down, we entered. We bring that alert and jumped in. We'll see if whatever got candle is gonna get wicked. Oh, sorry, the other way around. Whatever got wicked is gonna get candled. Let's get. Hey, what's up, Alex? Oh, crypto in the house. What's up, man? What
Oh shit.
what do you do to the markets, brother? What do you do to the markets?
I wanted to get in lower, so I told my friend Mr. Market Maker to come and give me some good prices, man.
Love it, love
I'm
it.
like, man,
Nice.
you can't just pump the market while I'm away. It's not acceptable. Who do you
Absolutely.
think you are?
How was your vacation, my friend?
It was shit. It was yeah, it was hard, man. It was a hard trip cuz we went for a wedding.
Mhm.
And the wedding was great, but we have obviously the little guy. He's only 11 months, right? So it was hard for him. It was hard for my wife. It was a lot of visiting, a lot of running around. Not really time to relax. It was everywhere. So it was not really a vacation. It was more like let's go and see everybody and say hello, and they can meet our son, all our British family, and then yeah. So it was hard for us, but we learned a lot, and we would have a different kind of plan if we were to do it again. But yeah, it was exhausting. Let's say that at minimum, there was no vacation to be found. Okay, it was a lot. However, it's important to see family and spend time with them, and they all wanted to meet the boy, and my wife hadn't seen her family in a while, and that's it's important that we made the effort to go see everybody, right? So it was a little bit hard for us, but we got through it, and hopefully they appreciate us traveling across the ocean to visit them, and that's it, man. It was
Love
wild
it,
though,
love it.
man.
Was it?
So are we longing this or
Uh-huh.
what?
Well, that's what I'm expecting. In fact, I already have bought XRP, but I have the feeling that we might have a little bit more of a movement to the downside. Did you start your day early? I saw you had a show, but I was not able to jump in. To be honest,
Yeah.
yesterday I started gym, and man, I'm dying, dude. I'm dying.
He doesn't want to
I
be
love
fat
it.
for his wedding. You see, guys?
Facts, facts.
Nothing better. Nothing better to motivate you when you go pee, you look down and you can't see it, you know?
I haven't. Oh man, I need to say that I haven't got you there. I haven't get there, but
Not there yet.
not there yet. Not there yet.
So there's
Uh,
warning signs, right? It's like your alerts are going off. You're not in the trade. You're not in the red yet. You're not down, but there's the trading alerts are going off.
Absolutely, absolutely. Oh man, yeah. I said like to myself, well, I'm by the way, I'm what is it, 100 kilos already, and this is the most that I have ever weighted, and I'm 170 centimeters tall, so I don't know how much in inches is that, and yeah, so I was like, you know what, I need to do something about it. What I did is I traded, and then I went to the gym.
That's
All
it.
right, that's it. So let me show you a little bit of what I'm watching. I think we might have a little bit of rotation of capital, but also I don't think that everything is lost. Let me start with XRP, of course. And on XRP, there it is. That was my alert. It rang today right after the show. I mean, right before the show, 7:44. The show for me starts at 8 a.m. And well, then I jumped in here on this trade. I already have moved my stop to entry. I'm barely in profits. I'll be willing just to get out at my entry point. That's fine. but I also want to see that flip of the ribbon, because if for some reason we start losing the 326 or 325, I think we are then going a little bit lower, somewhere where we have another interest zone in here. Not only is there, we also have dynamic reactor. So we'll be basically completing a Bart Simpson, and that is because we have fallen below the previous lows. So hopefully this is just a sweep of the lows. This is only a liquidity grab and nothing else. But oh man, it's about to take me out. We'll see how that goes. Another important part is that I was trying to hunt the smart money entry. We'll nail that for the entry. Still, look at that. We haven't had that flip of the ribbon. It's getting scary. And another other stuff that I would actually think that they're just plummeting, man. They're just holding like champs. It's Bunk. I mean, Bunk. It did hit my alert yesterday, of course. And well, then right now we're back off previous lows, but it's not really dumping as I would expect it. So maybe I'll be looking to maybe getting some Bunk, not financial advice. And finally, before I throw it back to you, and you let me know how do you got those market makers to dump the price. I want to go over Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is just like meh, right? It's just like we're just chilling, guys. Let everyone drop, and let me just clear through my spaghetti. And where we were seeing right here is just a simple Wyckoff schematic. If you're not familiarized, let's go to Wyckoff. And I love this one because it's very, very simple, right? And this is this one, but inverted. If you want to see how that looks like, it's just basically this, just a little range. First hump, secondary hump, we define upper, lower range, we range. And then this one is showing that we break to the downside, but it's not there for sure. All right, so far in the same range. And what we were expecting, we also created a pennant or symmetrical triangles, your favorite kind of triangles. Look at that. And well, then bouncing back and forth with it until we start breaking some lines. I'll start taking some trades. But plan A for me, it's going to be this one. Plan B for me is going to be this other one. But that's what I got. Possible entry at 114,664. And possible entry breakout retest 119,522. So that's what I got so far. How is your morning?
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's been good, man. I mean, 2, 3 for 3 right now. So if we
Nice.
look here, we can take a look. Yeah, Bitcoin, pretty choppy, man. Pretty choppy. I figured this as much. You know, you always want to make sure you check your VIX volatility index. It's going to kind of give you where we're at. And you can see how low we are here. This means just slow, right? Slow, painful with, I call it chop and pop, right? You chop a bit, then you boom, right? And it's just remaining patient in an environment like this. So how do you do that, right? Well, that's with key levels, not getting faked out, right? So like when we chopped here and then we popped up, like I know not to buy this because I know it's doing something to entice traders, right? You're getting enticed. So if you see something like this, it's saying, "Oh, it's gonna go to the moon," right? This is the rookie candle mistake. Okay, this is when you see something like this. Okay, you got bullish divergence, you got breakout retest, higher high. So you're like, oh, we buy this. No, you don't buy this shit. That shit it's shit. Okay, this candle here is to say, come on, baby, be an idiot. This is here. Give me your market maker thing here. Press buy, please. Okay, this is emotion. Okay. Then it stalls you out. So you're in the trade. You're like, oh no, it's not going. Oh no, it's not going. And then it rugs you, man. Okay. So this is why we set the trap. Okay. Don't, don't get it twisted. This price action is tradable if you are prepared. Okay, and that's what we do here. So, first trade of the day. What do we have here? So, very easy. I mean, I'm coming back from vacation, so for me, it's like I want bread and butter, easy peasy trades, right? So, one of my setups that I trade all the time. Okay, so we're coming down here, right? I've done my top-down analysis. I know that this is the point of control, okay? You don't have to be a genius. Here, there it is, money flow point of control. So I know this is a strong level of support, okay? What do we have here? Downtrending momentum. Nothing better than a simple-ass trend line, right? So we have downtrending momentum all the way down here. Cool. I see old me, I'd be in here, right? Because, you know, but I know myself. Coming back to the charts, I'm a newbie again, okay? I'm afraid to press the buy button, you know? I'm afraid to press the sell button. So I must take an A+ trade setup. That's what I promised myself, so that's what I did. So, you know, me, I can go bullish divergence here and get long in here. No. That's like a B trade setup, right? Because we have downtrend, okay? Trend is always going to be your friend. So what do? I wait, right? I wait. I see the bull div. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's a mitigation of the high. So we have broken structure here. And you can see that right there, okay? So we have breaking that structure here, and we are pushing up. I probably have to go to the 1 minute to see that, but I understand that's a structure break. We have taken this high in here. Now, what else did we do? We broke the momentum, downwards momentum. So we break it here, and it stays here forever, man. And then guess what? We have a retest of previous highs. I buy this little thing right here because I can see that what? We have overextension to the downside, okay? So we bearish divergence, come back down, money flow point of control overnight. We have bullish divergence at a critical bounce level, money flow point of control. We have a break of a downtrend, market structure change. We have a breakout OC special retest, okay? Into not only into the previous highs, but into an order block too. Like this is, what is this? This is a balloon dog, okay? Okay? This is, it's got a big ass nose, okay? But this is an order block. This is a previous high. That's double confluence. I'm looking here for the long, okay? What am I looking to come into? Well, I have VWAP. I have resistance in here. I know at least I'm coming to VWAP, right? So what do? I get long here. I hit take profit 1. I hit take profit 2. And then you get bearish divergence and it reverses. Whoop-de-doo. Quick $130 to start the day off. Easy peasy. Lemon bloody squeezy, mate. All right? I'm part British now, okay? So that was trade number 1. Trade number 2, would have loved to take the short here. Just wasn't really feeling it. Very aggressive sell-off here. SFP of the low. Took the long here. Break-even trade, okay? So you can see here we have our lows. Lows come in here. SFP. I waited. Was it here or here? It was here, sorry. So SFP of the low, I didn't like it because it really didn't come down into this area here. Okay. I took it here. By the way, sorry. I took it here because this wick came into my buy zone down here. It didn't on my exchange, but it did on Bybit. I always suggest if you're trading and you're scalping to trade on Bybit. It typically has the best volume and liquidity for charting your assets. I always chart on Bybit. Okay. Because there's always a difference between the price over here and the price on your exchange. If you're not aware of that, this is at 117,951. Right now, my Bitunix is at 17,905. Okay, you can see here, 951. Let me paste it here. This is Bitunix on my other screen. See, 951, 905. Okay, there's a difference. Understand the difference on your exchange versus where you chart. It can lead to error if you do not account for it, especially if you're like limit entering or you're trying to be precise. If VWAP here is at 118,397. Let me turn on. I don't typically use indicators on here. Let me turn on VWAP here. VWAP here is at 392. Okay. VWAP here is at 376. Okay. Different. Okay. Look here. 392, right? We can all say that's 392 right there. 397. Here's my trading indicator. There's your VWAP, right? Sorry, I zoomed out, but it's 376, okay? You see, there's always a difference, right? That's a spread, okay? So understand there's a different spread. It's all the same. I trade based on the confluence on this chart onto my exchange, and it'll differ depending on which exchange you use, but be aware of that. That's always something important to understand when trading. Okay, so I was able to take the SFP long in here. Break even trade. Okay, so I hit TP1 coming up into here, and then it came back and it reversed on me. Okay, break even trade. I'm glad I moved stop loss to entry, rolled over here. That was on the live stream. Then there was a big error on the exchanges this morning at the end of my live stream, so we didn't take any more trades after that. We were looking for the short continuation here, didn't happen. And then we had a breakout of the orb. I managed to get long right here and take this up into here. Okay, and that was my third trade. So 1 win, break even, and 2 wins. And that makes me 3 for 3 today, because for me, a break even is a win in my books because you've preserved your capital. Okay, you've saved yourself from getting wrecked down here, allowing you to continue to trade another day. Okay, and that's where we're at right now. Now we have a V-shaped recovery, inverse head and shoulders. Okay, looking for the continuation back out. Are we gonna get it? Yeah, it's Bitcoin, baby. It's very, very choppy. I'm glad I haven't missed too much when I zoom out here, but looking at Biddy right now, whew, my God, boring. So good. So good. However, there's always opportunity, right? You can see the altcoins have done their thing. I've had a whole bunch of altcoin plays in my community that have played out quite well. It's picking the narrative, looking for the pullback, and catching the trades, right? Like I think we caught a Solana trade. Yeah, big Solana trade. And, coming back to that momentum entry here. So, there's some opportunities. Ethereum looking like it wants to roll over as well. Sui, nice sweep in here, potential long. Okay. I was looking at Virtual. Virtual came down to a buy level in here for me. So looking for Virtual to hold. Its structure. Is it holding the lows here? Or are we going to come down, and correct, right? There's a big difference between a retracement and a correction, okay? Retracement looks like this. Correction looks like this. Where we're trading up here. You have come up. You have double topped. You have a mitigation of the low in here. You come back up and you retest and you come back and you retest the highs of the previous range, which could be this range in here, right? And then you go, right? That's corrective, right? Because what corrective suggests is that you are going up, okay, from the lows here, but you're correcting typically back to your golden pocket area, 786. So you have retracements, which are higher highs and higher lows on the way up. You have consolidations, which is within here, right? Continuation. Or you have a correction, which is like all you dummies who didn't get, all you guys who are leveraged long in this area, we're going to wreck you, and then we're going to send price up. Okay? Big difference. Now, for me, I've told my community this, and I will tell you guys this, is that I have started to average into some altcoins. So I averaged into Virtual here, 5K. Now, this is my portfolio, not your portfolio. This is not financial advice. Do your own fucking research, okay? I'm not going to yell at you guys, and you're not going to come back to me and say, oh, Alex told me to buy it. I know how to sell. You guys are learning, right? We all want to work together, okay? just like Tia. Remember I said I was underwater in Tia, OC?
Yes.
When did I say
Holy
I was going to sell Tia? $2.20. Guess who's out of Tia now?
Love it.
Okay, guys, I was in Tia here. Okay, I didn't take profit here. I averaged down. I bought 30K of Tia here to bring my average down to $2.20. Okay, okay, because I had 10K in here. I bought 30 down here. I brought my average all the way down to $2.20, and guess what? I sold at 220, break even. So I've protected my risk. Okay, these are the things that you'll learn how to do with key levels and with us. But I'm not, I'm not your dad. I'm not here to, manage your money. You got to manage your own money, right? Okay, these are the things that I want to tell you. So I have bought, I have bought Virtual. I have bought Aerodrome, okay? And I have bought Pepe, okay? Pepe. Now, Virtual and Pepe are an Ethereum leverage play, okay? Because I believe Ethereum is going to do well initially, okay? Aerodrome is the only way you can get exposure to the base ecosystem, okay? It's the safest way to get exposure to Coinbase, which is going to be Big Daddy in institutional money. How do you get it? How do you get exposure to that? You either go and buy Base, or you go and buy something under Base. Coinbase does not have a token, so you got to buy Aerodrome. That's my plays right now. These change. I will take profits and reallocate as I proceed. Okay, so these are the things that I am looking at right now. And Pepe is at a key level that I was looking at for quite some time here for a massive, massive swing trade. Okay, this is something that I am looking for Pepe if it's going to continue. What I do like about Pepe, and I wish I kept this long open, but we have beautiful inverse head and shoulders, breakout, retest, continuation, okay? And we have mitigated this high in here. So yeah, we can come back down into here, but I think we are coming into here. That's what I'm playing. And if you think I've been wrong before, well, this is my last bull run Pepe trade, okay? And I will tell you, my last bull run Pepe trade was absolutely brilliant, okay? Where I absolutely knocked Pepe's socks off, okay? And I keep this one on here to remind myself that I'm still a good trader. This one was an absolute fucking banger, OC. Look at that trade.
Holy
and like
shit.
it was like didn't even breathe, man. Just up only. Inverse head and shoulder, big breakout. Inverse head and shoulders, big breakout. Well, retracement continuation. Right? I think even here, right, we could get another inverse head and shoulder, even if it comes down here. Now 5K, I will teach you guys this. Actually, hell, I'll just share you guys my chart on this where you guys can learn how I do it. 1 second here. See, this is special for all these people in here. I can't believe I'm doing this right now, but I've been away. So I guess I owe you guys a little bit of alpha, omega, whatever eggs you have. Let me see here. There it is. Copy link. See, this is why you guys love me here. You guys can go watch this in Just. There is a system that I have, okay? This is the system in a little bit more detail, but we have the exposure, 30, 40, and then 25, okay? Depending on price action. So right now I have exposure. I've put 5% of my allocation in, okay? 5%. 5K, okay? I may have more dry powder than most people. But remember, I just took break-even trade, 70K on Celestia, basically. Okay, I have dry powder to allocate, plus trading, okay? By the way, OC, you know that 25,000 to 50,000 challenge I started 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. Yo, wow, dude, that's fantastic.
Okay, this is
Love
why
it.
you get good at trading. Okay, so I have exposure right now. What happens is, depending on price action, okay, I will allocate the rest of that exposure. I just zoomed out like a retard. Sorry. Can I get back to it? Control Z? No. Okay, so what happens is that I will get that exposure, and depending on price action, I will allocate 30, then I'll allocate 40, and then I'll allocate that 25. Okay. Now, depending on what happens, right? This may not do this. This may go here and then go here. Okay. Therefore, I have to adjust this, right? I will put the 40 in here. Let me just, right? So depending on the price action, right? So we know that I have got exposure to virtual, right? Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of all this. So we know I have exposure here, right? So I have key levels. I will put in the 30 anywhere in here. I'm going to see if this momentum breaks, okay? If we break, I will look to put the 30 in here, okay? If we start to go and we break this high, I will put the 30 in here. Then I will look for the pullback, and then I'll put the 40 in here, and then I'll put the 25 up here, okay? This is dependent on price action, okay? I'm not going to just put this in willy-nilly. I'm going to use my skills that I have in TA to average in, just in case. I do not want to average in here, right? I want to average in accordingly so that if we go to the moon up here, most of my money is down here. I can allocate here, and then my average buy-in is still here, and I'm still in profits on the way up. Okay? I don't mind throwing an extra 10, 20 grand at the project up here when my average is 30 grand down here. That'll bring my average to here, and I'm still way fucking up. Okay? So these are the things that I do. You can do it however you want to, but these are, good lessons, I think, especially when, everybody's all bullish and euphoric, and, you have to have a plan. Also, guess what I have? I have sell walls. Okay? You go into any of my exposure. We can go to, let's go over to Sui. Okay? Let's go over to my weekly here. Now, I have my first sell wall. Okay? I'm in at $1.79. This is where I'm in it. Like right here, $1.66, I believe. Right here. I got in most of my Sui right here. I remember. Okay? But all the way up, guys, I have alerts. Okay? I should actually have an alert on here. I bet you I have it on my other chart. But I have alerts. Okay? All the way up, sell walls. I'm selling this much here. I'm selling this much here. I have a plan. Okay? You should have a plan too. Right? And I go through all my tokens. I have alerts. Link, I have alerts. Okay? I have alerts on all of these. Injective, I have alerts all the way up. Okay? You should do the same. I have a plan. It's organized. I'm ready to sell. Because the hardest thing is selling, right? Ask anybody. Okay? So these are the things that I want you guys to understand because, it's important, especially now. It's time to focus. It's also time to put the emotions. You get your emotions and put them into the seller for like the next 6 months, okay? And let's make some fucking money. I think that's what I'm, because I do believe, altcoin season is coming. What do we need to know about altcoin season? Okay, what do we need to know? That they are going to shake you the fuck out. As nice as I can put it. Okay, and guess what? I started trading here, guys. I haven't been into a euphoric, crazy altcoin season. I haven't done it. But I have sure as hell listened to everybody else who's been through it. Okay? This looks great. Doesn't it? Up only. What is this? That's a 20% pullback in a day. This one candle right here. That's one day. Oh my God, we're going to the effing moon. Oh my God, I'm broke. Okay? And it happens over and over and over again until you reverse. Okay? Look at this candle here. This is insane. 17% dip. Look at these, all these candles. Look at the wicks. You know how OC talks about wiggle room. Look at this wick. Look at this wick. Look at this wick. These are daily candles. Look at this wick. Look at this wick on the way up. This came back and swept 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of 7 days of liquidity. This one wick. Look at this. Shook out the whole market. Are you prepared? Or are you going to get all scared? I want you guys to be prepared, okay? So I think there's some good times ahead. There's some volatile times ahead. Pullbacks. I got you, Reggie. I got you, Reggie. Let's go over to the NASDAQ. But that's opportunity, man. You guys should be excited. I mean, Bitcoin going sideways. We have good things, you know, dominance finally. Hasn't lost 60% yet. I don't know if I've shared this with you guys. So for me, I've separated this into 3 zones. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. This is the initial drop. This is a sideways bore you the fuck out. And this is altcoin season. Okay. Why do I do that? You can see the nice pullback here. We're looking for the pullback actually to this low here. Because if we look at our previous session of our previous run, I think I have to go on like a 3-day here to get the data. Don't call me data. I see you, Reggie. You can see we have 3 sessions here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. This is what I'm planning for. In general, okay, this is a fractal. Okay, this is a fractal, and I would like us to come down to retesting these highs. Okay, so in general, and this is ending in generally around December. Okay. I think they do this to us, though. But if we look at history, which is important because history tends to rhyme, and we overlay some things like Bitcoin, and we overlay some things like what did a good run? We can do BNB. I think BNB is a good example, right? BNB, yeah. Right? We can see that even though Bitcoin, this dominance is going sideways, Bitcoin is ripping, okay? But if we look at BNB, BNB got the initial pump up to here, right? It trailed Bitcoin. It got the initial pump. It went sideways, right? This dominance is going sideways. Bitcoin is ripping to the upside. BNB is flat. And then we roll over and BNB does fucking astronomical gains, okay? So be prepared for these things. You don't think we go below 4? Yeah. So I'm looking for the Dag. I agree. I'm looking for the retest of these highs. So that's 48 to 46% in here, Daga. you can kind of tell where institutional money kind of started to play, right? Right here. Look at the difference in price action, right? This to me says institutional money is playing. You see in here, you don't have to be a rocket scientist. Look at the way price action the price action of dominance went ever since then, right? You have your bottoming structure, Mr. Wyckoff OC over there. You know his middle name's Wyckoff, right? He's a Mexican German. It's like MC Hammer, except it's Wyckoff Mexicano. Okay.
MC Tackle.
MC, yeah, exactly. But the thing I'm trying to say is that you got to be ready to sell, man. You got to have a plan. And that's it. Welcome back, Alex O'Crypto.
Oh man, you really missed coming here to the classes. I love it. I love it. All right. So I love the energy. I love that you already are showing, the plans, where we're heading to. Guys, it's going to be a little shaky right now. We were expecting this from the previous classes. As long as I would say that Bitcoin stays and is steady, I think there's not much to fear out there because most of our gains should be on Bitcoin, right? Or most of our investments should be on Bitcoin. If you're heavily into altcoins, just give it a second thought. Again, this is not financial advice, all right? You can make a lot of money on altcoins, all right? But you can also lose a lot of money on altcoins.
I'm 80% Bitcoin.
There you go.
Right?
Absolutely. So that is just first, not putting all of your eggs in the same basket. And second, it is aiming for the best asset to be the most profitable, right? So you do diverge, but you diverge depending on the asset and in the project. Let me just go over a couple of other coins. Let's do a top-down analysis. Yesterday we were talking about Theta. Theta played out almost exactly as we were talking about it. So it bounced out of this zone, went to the order block, loud order block. It barely barely made any difference. And then come back down, basically taking some targets right down here, right? This is a movement that we were expecting yesterday. Played out exactly as we were expecting. So what now, for example, here in Theta, we haven't lost the actual trend line, so we're still within the game. Entry points, not really so far, but I do see that we have not taken neither the volatility highs, neither the previous highs in here. So be careful because this could be a double top, and I think it is. Especially since we're seeing this movement in here. If we start seeing it dropping below the zero line, as we were expecting yesterday, well, then things might get out of hand, and we could be looking for entry somewhere around 8.15. Let's actually set my alert a little bit above, and I'm going to be aiming for this zone in here. And that's to give me a little bit of space between that and dynamic reactor. And also, let's bring up my indicators. There we go. We have two soft order blocks in here. One is going to slow down the movement, and the second one most likely is going to stop it, maybe just overshooting a little bit lower. So give it a second thought. Let's move it somewhere around 0.867. Other stuff that we were talking about yesterday was Solana having that big dip in here. In fact, I have another Solana chart. This is it. And what I want to show you is that we haven't lost the trend line in here. And also, since we're going parabolic, let's take a look at one of our free tools, which is the Gauss Trend Crossing. This is going to measure the parabolic movement. All right, so it measures the parabolic movement and then creates a tangent. That tangent is the one that I'm drawing here, and that tangent, it is like a trend line out of the parabola. All right, so that is a very important one. Something that is happening just now is that we're going through, but we are retracing back up. So maybe that will be just a candle to look into to see how that closes, and then what's going to be the next movement. If we're able to bounce out of the zero line, I think we could be getting a dead cat bounce, and that could be a good repositioning for ourselves, especially where are you? Where are you? I'm looking for the VRVP, and for some reason I don't have it. Here it is. All right. Especially since we have another smart money entry right above us. So going from the low point to the high point, this is could be considered a resistance. That is with Solana. BNB crushing it. I mean, to be honest, BNB hate it, love it, you name it. I think it's a shit coin. I think it represents a shit broker, but it's important. It is the biggest broker out there, the biggest altcoin holder out there, and well, it's still important out there in the market. So despite I don't like it, I do trade it, I do hold it, and I do use it. So far we've been trading it. We're going to be using the same ghost trend, just so you guys know, and we already have marked our tangent in here. So what I'm going to be expecting out of BNB, it's going to be flagging out, just like we flag out in here, just like we flag out in here, just like we flag out in here. And that will be to give us a little more space. Then I'm going to be looking at my oscillator. If my oscillator is going low, I'm going to be looking for a breakout of the previous lows, retest, and off we go somewhere around here. But if I'm above the zero line, I'm going to be looking for a continuation or even break off structure as we go up. But that still remains to be seen. We first need to locate that flag out section. Litecoin looking like it's stopping out. It has a double top pattern in here, and we are right at the trend line. I want to bring out my predictive range just because we bounce almost exactly out of the golden line in here, and we have a big magnetic order block all the way down here. And well, we have a triple divergence peak seeker. We'll see if that holds. Most likely, based on the week that we have right now, seems like it. So we gotta be on there. Talking about our XRP trade, XRP still not moving. It's just hovering around that zone. Again, we do have a big order blocking here, so I'll be willing to jump back in here if we hold this area and it takes me out. If it takes me out, but I see the flip of the ribbon, I'll be jumping back in on that flip of the ribbon. So I think that will be it for today's class. Today we have chart hackers. If you guys are part of that community, you want to follow us, we're gonna be there with RB Piper, Alex O, and I, and showing you some graphics out there. Yeah, I speak mixed versions. Can English? What? Oh, I see.
Because
I
my
see.
wife. Hello,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah. And then he speaks Spanglish.
Spanglish, yes.
He's a bad influence on his lingo. Yes, I am. All right. So, guys.
Okay, well, I think we covered a lot today, man. So thank you everybody for being here. Good to be back, OC. I know you're covering for me tomorrow. I have a couple things to do.
Absolutely.
But I will see you later on today in the live stream at 3 o'clock. And you guys have a wonderful day. We'll see you guys later. All right.
Absolutely. Alex, just a quick question before we go. I saw yesterday you have a welcome video on your channel. Is that going to be a regular?
A welcome video.
Or yeah, or not welcome, like, hey, I'm back video.
I just went live yesterday. Like welcome back, like in the afternoon.
Yeah, in the afternoon.
No. I just went live. I wanted to make sure my computer was all set up for the morning and my camera was working and all that. It hasn't turned gay yet, so it's working okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. It failed on me twice this morning, but we'll see.
All right, perfect. So, guys, if you're not following Alex on crypto, go follow him early in the morning, right before the morning market report on Piper Academy. So you have a full schedule in the morning. Alex on crypto taking some trades. We're giving us the news, and right here, banging back out for the rest of the day. So, other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. And Alex, it's great to have you back. See you guys tomorrow.
Good to be back. See you guys tomorrow.